Welcome to the Talkin Yanks pregame show. It is Monday, April 8th, and the Yankees are in Houston going to play the Houston Astros, one of the premier teams in baseball right now. We will see how they match up. We will talk about the lineups. We will give you what we're looking for. So let's go straight into, I'm going to do the Astros lineup first. It's Springer, Altuve, Bregman, Brantley's playing left field, Correa, Gurriel at first, Reddick, White is DHing, Chirinos is catching, and Verlander is on the bump. For the Yankees, we have Gardner in center field, Judge in right field, Voit is DHing, Sanchez is catching, Torres is at short, Bird's playing first, DJ's at playing second, Frazier in left, Urshela at third, and Tanaka on the bump. Jake, I'm so happy with this lineup. Not that I think it's a great lineup because we're still so injured and it's not, we're still missing 4 of the guys we would want to be in our lineup when healthy. But I thought they were going to do some dumb shit. I thought they were going to put a lot of lefties in for matchups versus Verlander, and I thought Tauchman might start. I thought Wade might start, and I was getting real worried about the 2 of them being starting players in this game. They are not. They're both not in there. Our bench right now is Romine, Wade, and Tauchman. Those are the 3 weakest players on our 25-man roster, so they started the best 9. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, you could live in a world where you could have had Urshela or Wade be in a coin toss. Wade is the lefty. Urshela with the really strong glove at third. You probably move Wade to second and DJ to third. So, I mean, that's splitting hairs. And Jack Curry had a really good tweet before basically showing that the splits righties and lefties versus Verlander is almost a wash. So I think they kind of came into it with, with Urshela at third and DJ LeMahieu at second, you have 2+ defenders. DJ LeMahieu at his strongest position, and Wade or Urshela against Verlander is a really tough matchup anyway. So that would be the only thing I could see people saying something about. I'm really happy they have Clint Frazier in this lineup. Thank God.
Yeah, I mean, well, it sounds silly that we're saying thank God they played their best 9, but so many times they haven't. I think that was one of your big things earlier was play your best players.
Yeah, I mean, we got shocked. We got shocked that one day that we didn't play our best players and we lost the game. And it's like, well, that's that's how it goes.
This Houston lineup is not the Orioles anymore, folks. We said we loved our lineup even when hurt versus the Baltimore lineup. They're supposed to be the worst team in baseball. This Houston lineup is the real deal. If we are ever fully healthy the second half of the season and we have Hicks, Didi, Stanton, and Andujar playing for us, then our lineup can compare for sure. It's a fun, good debate. But on paper, this Springer, Altuve, Bregman, Brantley, Correa, Gurriel, that's pretty solid right there. Who's White, Jake? I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, Tyler White, he's a younger guy. He's not having a great start to the season. It looks like they haven't been getting too much DH production. Sometimes they play Tony Kemp. He's off to a slow start. He's batting .211. I think Tyler White might have went yard on us last year. I've got an image in my head. He's not a tall first baseman. He's been around the league. I think there's a little bit of a gap, and you could say it about the Yankees right now. I think both lineups, the bottom 2 hitters, I think the pitchers lick their chops a little bit, although ours is Clint Frazier, who just hit 2 home runs the other day. So I think you're right when the Yankees are at full strength. I mean, this is the first, and this sounds rude, but it's true. I mean, this is the first real baseball team we're seeing.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm a little nervous because Verlander's on the bump, and his history the last 2 years versus the Yankees, it's pretty insane.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. In his past 4 starts, Jake, he has allowed 2 earned runs versus the Yankees. It's including the playoffs in 2017. 30 innings, 30.2 innings pitched, 2 earned runs.
Yeah.
That's nuts. So, I mean, and Birdie hit a home run off him last season. Gary got a hit off him, and Glaber got a hit. And that's really all we have from this lineup that has faced Verlander before. And I don't know. He just dominates us. And it's a motherfucker. He is coming off not a great outing. 4 innings pitched, 4 earned runs versus the Texas Rangers. That's pretty lackluster for Verlander. So we'll see how he swings back from that. Judge is 0 for 13 with 7 Ks versus Verlander. He's never got a hit versus him. So that'll be interesting. Verlander's scary.
Yeah, if we could get a quote-unquote early season Justin Verlander, who's maybe not tuned in yet, that would be pretty nice. Jim, it's almost... I was replaying the games we've seen Verlander the past couple years, and you kind of revert to one of the old Yankee tactics. Work the pitch count, get some guys on base, do the best you can, and get them out of the game so you can attack the bullpen. And I think what's been funny in the past when they have executed this strategy, there's been a couple times we haven't been able to do anything to the pitch count. But there's been a couple times we've been able to get it up in the early innings. That's almost the devil you don't know, because then Verlander comes at you, and we've struggled even more in those situations. That's almost when it gets uglier. So interested to see how kind of the game story plays out today. You'd have to think they're saying work the count, control the zone.
This is my what to watch for. Come on, don't stop stealing all my thunder.
I'm setting you up for your what to watch for. Tell the people.
We're not there yet. We got to talk about Tank.
Okay.
Tank had a terrible outing versus the Astros in 2017 on Mother's Day, Derek Jeter Day, when he was in the middle of his awful stretch. So I think everyone hit a home run off him in that game. So the numbers are gaudy. In his last 3 outings, he's had, not spectacular, not Verlander, but 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. Those include 1 last year and 2 from the 2017 playoffs. We need Tank to come out there like this is a huge game. So there's players with good numbers off him, but I'm telling you, a lot of the home runs, I think like 4 guys got home runs off him that one game. So he's been good in his last 3, decent last year, 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. Versus Verlander, that doesn't really get you the win. So you got to hope that we'll see. But Tanaka, he's thrown 83 pitches and 87 pitches in his first 2 starts. And I think we'll see how long they let him go. And I know that leads into your what to watch for. So what are you honing in on today?
Well, Jim, let me help close up with you on Tanaka there. I mean, he's had the great start, 1.46 ERA in the 12 innings so far. At the same time, trying not to be too homers, we would be saying this, and we've said this before. When a hitter's hit a home run off a guy, they do have that confidence that they've seen it happen. We've said that with a couple of the Yankee games. So that'll be something to watch for with Tank, obviously trying to keep them in the ballpark. Jim, I cheated on my what to watch for today because I had quick hitters. I wanted to start with the lanes, pitching lanes. It's one of the new hot phrases in baseball. It's who's coming up in the lineup and how they're going to let you navigate it. As I mentioned, the bottom 2 in the Houston lineup, and you could include Reddick in there. He's had a couple slappy hits, but his OPS still starts with a 6. The bottom 3 in that Houston lineup, if Tank can get through that cleanly, that'll make the meat of that lineup a lot easier for him to navigate. If not, it can become a long day quick. I mean, this is what we say when pitchers are facing the Yankees. So I'm interested in that. And that also ties into the bullpen today, Jim. We didn't have to burn our good guys in the blowout yesterday, but we do have Johnny Lasagna on the mound tomorrow. So there's a chance that the Yankees are a little conservative with their bullpen, which can be frustrating. I think it's somewhat fair with Johnny Lasagna tomorrow, pending the situation of the game. If you can get a win against Verlander, go get that win. And the other thing, I mean, it was just the Clint Frazier. I mean, do we believe in hot? Michael Kay said it with us. They have Clint in the lineup, and hey, we hit 7 homers yesterday. It's against a lot different competition than Justin Verlander. Jimmy, if we do stay hot and we have some big hits today and we can get a win, I mean, now we're talking 4-game win streak. We just beat Verlander. Hopefully that could really get the ball going.
A win versus Verlander, I mean, that's momentum in itself. He's really good, and he's really good versus the Yankees. Tanaka can't allow more than 2 base runners on in an inning. Ooh. If he wants to win this game versus Verlander, he can't allow more than 2 base runners in an inning. Because in the top of that order, I mean, if you have Altuve and Correa on and Bregman coming up, or however the lineup plays out, it's just a dangerous spot to be in.
Yeah.
He needs to have a really, really tidy game. My what to watch for is the Yankees' approach versus Verlander. Like you were saying, they don't know the best way to attack him. We've seen both strategies. We've seen them come out there and be like, listen, Verlander's going to get his, and he's going to throw 120 pitches. So working his pitch count has never helped us. And then we've seen them do the opposite and say, or we've seen them do that and try to jump on first pitch fastballs, and Verlander just throws it down the throat. We've seen them play the waiting games and take pitches and get deep into counts, and it still just ends up in a 3-2 strikeout instead of a 0-2 strikeout. I'm interested to see what they're doing today. If they switch, we've seen them switch strategies halfway through. They have no idea how to attack Verlander. Or they do, and Verlander's just that good. I don't know. It's chicken or an egg situation. But I'm interested to see what their strategy is going to be today. Judge usually takes his pitches, gets deep in the counts, but never has gotten a hit. So Voit is supposed to work. Gardner, Judge, Voit. Is that our top 3? Those guys are decent at working the count and going deep. So we're going to know right away in the first inning what we're getting. Because if it goes... If either of those guys swing at the first or second pitch, then the message that the Yankees are sending is let's attack early. If they take and go deep, then you should probably see that 1 through 9.
Yeah, that's good looks. I think the Guardian Judge is actually a huge call. If they swing at a Verlander first pitch in the first inning, you're absolutely right. I think that means the team's coming swinging. I'm gonna guess they're not, Jim. I mentioned the early season Verlander. When we have seen Verlander in the playoffs, I mean, there's no rules. The guy does get 120 bullets. Today, I would be shocked if they let him go a lot over 100. I mean, Verlander still has that leash if he wants it. I mean, he can essentially tell the coach if he does. But this early in the season, a regular season game, you'd like to think if the Yanks can work up a count and Verlander's getting close to triple digits, 6-7 innings, they got to come close to pulling the plug on him, but you never know.
Never know. All right, let's go to the Homer draft. Homer draft.
Clean week.
Homer draft. What's that? Clean slate?
It's a fresh week.
Yeah, clean slate. We're just doing series now. I am up 3 series to 0, and overall score I'm up 6-2.
Sure.
In your face. And I believe you get the first pick.
I get the first pick. I think, I don't want to say today's a punt day. I think I have to go Greg Bird. He has the homer against him. He's the lefty. He's the power lefty in this lineup. Give me Birdie.
All right. I'm letting it ride with Gary Sanchez.
Nice.
3 yesterday. If he hit one today and I didn't take him, I'd feel like a fool.
Right.
So I'm just going to go Gary. And then with my second pick, try and get a little more the odds. DJ started putting some balls to the track in Baltimore. Started popping a little more power. I don't know if I'm fully there yet. You know what? You know who I'm going to take, Jake? I'm going to take Gardner.
Okay.
Gardner has some hits versus Verlander. He's got a lot of strikeouts. I think like 17 or so, I don't know what the number is. I can find out. But I'm going to take Gary and Gardner, Gare and Gare, and we'll just see how that rolls. Brett Gardner is 11 for 46 lifetime, 1 home run, and 13 strikeouts.
I like it. I like it, Jim. I thought about going double lefties. I thought about punting the homer draft and going with Urshela just to save some guys for later in the week. I'm not going to do that. I still need some yabos on the board here.
Well, now we're only doing series too, so you only get 6 guys. Like, you don't need to take Urshela.
I thought. See, that's where we miscommunicated. I thought the week was still going to be the box for the players.
I am so confused by how you're thinking about this.
I thought once a week you could only use a player once, except your one double. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, Okay, so you were saying weekly the players, but the scoring is for the series.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just do series. That's the simplest way to do it.
Okay, then yeah, I'm definitely not punting anything. All right, so give me Birdie and give me Gleyber Torres. I like he's been catching up to fastballs lately. I could still see Verlander peacocking a little bit with the young guy and saying I can get one high in the zone against him, and I really liked how Gleyber's looked against fastballs. So give me Gleyber.
There you go. So it's Gleyber and Greg. Wow, we chose all the G's. Gary, Gardner, Greg, Gleyber. How about that?
How about that?
What's the over-under for this game? What would you set it at if you were making
Gio
a
Urshela. Over-under's probably 6.5.
Think so. I'll find out. And
maybe 7.5 because it's early in the year, so we're going to get some bullpen.
I'm trying to find it. I think I would hammer the under no matter what it is. It's 7.5.
You're going undy?
I'm gonna go under. That's hope Tank has it.
Yeah, give me I'll take the over today. I think Vegas wants you to take the under. Maybe we can get into that Houston bullpen a little bit and keep the fireworks show going.
All right, sounds good. Thank you guys for watching the pregame show. We will be back tomorrow with another one. Play ball.
Life is a ball game. Being played each day.
Extra